Right, here comes the tea. This is really good farm cream from near Montreuil.
How did it all begin?
It was a mistake. The whole jam business was a total mistake. Nick's mum sent me a book, Alice B. Toklas, and in this book there was a recipe for marmalade. I happened to have some oranges, and I made, for the first time in my life, a jam.
It's a bit oily, but it's not too bad. And those rings, the rings will expand as it heats up anyway, so you'll get a better seal.
Yeah. That sounds good. It's not spitting or anything.
Mum and Dad moved here in 1991 as filmmakers, and jam wasn't part of their strategy.
We started with absolutely no commercial sense at all. All we wanted to do was to make a really pure, clean, intense jam. That was all we wanted to do.
It all happened here. It's an old farmhouse, so it's a courtyard and there are these outbuildings. They did them up little by little to make it into a small jam factory.
And we made every mistake in the book, but it just spread from all the top chefs in the world.
I'll fill 2 of these up with sugar.
Slowly we built up this business, supplying gales and a number of luxury hotels.
So you just want it all to melt and become more fluid.
When people say, oh, I don't like a marmalade, and say, well, try this, you will. And they do, you know, it's fantastic. And they realise that the acidity of the orange and lemon can be balanced out by the sugar, and it just makes something that's really just well balanced and delicious. We've got a team of, in total, 12 people to make the jam by hand. We cook everything in copper pans.
All the chefs we've worked with think that copper give it some extra taste.
And it's whole fruit, and it's all certified organic and raw cane sugar, and that's all cooked on an open flame, and that's really important. That's what gives it that really, you know, that proper traditional taste. A big industrial firm will be trying to cook it as quickly as possible to get onto the next batch, whereas we would probably leave it to simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour, just bubbling away, doing its thing. It's not the most efficient in terms of time, but it gives you that really nice sort of caramelised texture, and yeah, it's traditional jam. No batch, no pan is going to be the same as the one before it. It's all done by eye, by feel. You know, what the French call savoir-faire, that expertise is really key to what we do. It's a very human process. You know, 25 years later, it's still pretty much the same recipe as on the first batch Mum cooked. We'll work with Roy on recipes, and he's a really good partner for these things too, because he really buys into it. They're really looking for that artisan product, and that's something that can't really be faked. I'm sure lots of people are trying to do that, but you can't really replicate something that in fact takes a long time to do.